Hey, this is MassX with a brand new One Punch Man the Strongest video. And finally something worth to talk about. Yes, we have our version update notice, which includes some of the information for the second anniversary, which will begin on September 15th this year. But on the 22nd, we are going to be getting an update. What is the update going to include? Well, the theme event's going to be loaded. It's not going to start. That will probably start on the 15th. Celebration Carnival. Our new character pool, Shocker. I've been talking about this for 2 months now. Transform Drive Night will be coming, so that will be our limited recruit on September 1st. We have a limited time return of Extreme Deep Sea King. Some event adjustments. Recharge rewards, those are going to be reset September 19th. Supply Depot, they're going to add Transform Drive Night Core Part to Part Supply. Core Trial, added Transform Drive Night Core to the rewards. New Team Leader, Transform Drive Night. And the home request is going to add Awaken Garu, as well as Transform Drive Night requests. As well as that, we're getting some more server merges. No shocker there, given the current player base. So yeah, we're going to see S1 through S23 merging, 24 through 26 merging, 27 through 29 merging right now. Hopefully there'll be more that will come out as part of the anniversary. And this is not it. Would be a bummer if that's it. I have to assume there'll be a few more things added in. This is just for purposes of the update and to get these things preloaded. But what we do need to talk about is Transformed Drive Night. So with Drive Night, we are going to get a new hero core. His role is basically, for the core, specialized protection, support, breakthrough, evade. He's high tech, so we don't have a lot of good high techs, so that's always nice to get something different than Grappler. His basic deals 2 consecutive strikes to a single target, dealing 120% attack. His ultimate attacks enemies in a column with 2 consecutive strikes, dealing damage by 300% attack. Lower the entire enemy's team damage rate by 30%, affects direct damage, and does not affect charge, DOT, extra damage. The passive, after any character acts, it will trigger breakthrough to 2 enemies in specialized unyielding. Deals extra damage by 200%. Attack when battle begins, grants 60% chance of evade, reduce direct, extra charge, berserk damage to 1 damage, and that lasts for 2 rounds. The core itself, basic core effect, it's 1 grappler, 1 duelist, 1 high tech, gain 3 energy per round. The advanced core effect, 1 grappler, 1 duelist, 1 high tech, 1 esper. When battle begins, all allies obtain specialized protection of 600% original max HP, removes damage stackable with extra HP effects. Accumulated damage removed will not be more than 15 times of original HP and can be stacked. So yeah, a new core, very interesting core. Now for this character, the Ultra Ultimate, the damage will go from 3 to 450%. Lower damage rate from 30 to 50%. The extreme passive will trigger breakthrough enemies to 3 over 2. The chance of evade goes to 65%, and the 5P passive deals extra damage to 300% versus 200%, and the chance of evade goes up to 70% from 65%. Now for the core, if you are able to level it up at 4, the specialized protection goes to 650% of original max HP. At 10 goes to 700%, and at 17, which yeah, I haven't even hit a character at 17, 750% of original max HP. The Awaken 2 core, you gain 1 energy once per round if any ally triggers crit, and Awaken 3, you gain 1 energy twice per round if any ally triggers crit. For this character, for gearing, honestly, this is a core character. You're not all that concerned, quite honestly. All you really got to keep in mind is the ability scale with attack. So you're probably going to want to go with attack gear. But again, if you think you're going to be using this character more for the core, you could tank him up too for HP. But I wouldn't really fret about it with this character, honestly, because you want him there for the core. He's not going to be a DPS for you. He's not going to be your primary tank. His support function is the core ability. So honestly, it's not going to be a huge concern for you. So for free to play, don't be fretting over that. Focus on other characters when building. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, it's simple. Core characters you should always get. I've been saying that since day one of the game. I will say that forever. He is gonna be a huge improvement though over Bomb. So on the hero side, he's a big win. So I do recommend getting this character. But the character's key function is built in when you put him on the field. You're lowering that damage rate. You're getting that S protection. So yeah, you really don't have to worry about him. He's going to be really easy for free to play. That self-evade is going to be helpful. Definitely on your front line, so always keep that in mind. We don't have a lot of high-tech SSRs, so he's definitely not a bad addition. He can trigger breakthrough, but again, he's not going to be your primary focus. But again, how I keep going on about with this character is there's really no investment besides getting him. So yeah, honestly, that's all you got to worry about. There's really no downside to this character. So, and again, being a core, I can't say enough. You should just get him. He's not going to eliminate the Geru core though. So hopefully you still have that. And because the Geru core can be used for PvP still, as well as PvE content. It's just going to be mattering on what type of team build you're going to do. Probably the biggest downside in reference to this character is the fact of what we talked about at the beginning of this video is we have Deep Sea Kings coming back around too this month. And that's a tough one because if you know how DSK is going in the game, he's the primary damage dealer right now for most teams. So yeah, I'd still recommend getting the core, honestly. Hopefully you have DSK already, but it really is a must pull. You really should be getting him, especially for that hero side. Bomb is way past its prime. This will carry for a while. You're going to get some really, really good longevity out of this particular character. One of the also things to consider too, if you're free to play, hopefully you've got Tank Top Vegan by now. I've talked about this previously a while ago. I've been working on mine, but Tank Top Vegan is a good character to pair with this core because he will really help the boosting of the S protection that DK core is going to provide. So that's something to keep in mind or to start working on if you haven't and have that character available to you. Another character that you're not going to have to go hog wild on to build up, but can be incredibly beneficial to your team builds with this particular core. Now this core is going to get a little trickier too because you're going to have one of each. We kind of had a little easy with Geru with the 2 and 2. So you're going to have to really take a look at what your lineup has, and we'll talk about some builds when it gets a little bit closer and when it releases. But again, this should not be a shocker. I've been talking about this for quite some time, and the writing was all over the wall that our next core character would be dropping, and no surprise during anniversary month. So hopefully you got the black tickets and you can get this character. I highly recommend it. Cores are usually, well, no, in my opinion, they are must-gets, period. At least at this point in time in the game. So, with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.